Hello everybody, and let's go into the elevator to Atoll City. We've just left the Sith base after finding where the Selkath youth were going to, and also recovering the data module for the Republic. So we've just done those two things. And now we're going back to the Selkath City to head back to the Republic Embassy. Which I'm sure is going to go down perfectly. Oh, no, look at this. Why? That wasn't me. I look at Candace just has his back to him like he just does not care at all. Detained at your vessel? Vessels prohibited from leaving Manan? No! Damn it! We're in jail now. Yeah, there's nothing you can do to prevent that. So now, in attempting to get Sunry out of jail, we've ended up in jail. Now we have an arbiter. What have I been charged with? What? How do you get me free? On your companions. I had authorization to enter. I had a pass card. I have no prior association. Yeah, I think I'd rather represent myself. No, I'll represent myself. I recommend representing yourself, actually, because the arbiter you have is not very great. The grievous murder of many Sith and extensive property damage. Not guilty. Well, technically I am guilty. So guilty. I guess. No, I was kidding. Shelkar, Joza, Nils Shekan, KOTOR, Jula. The recent assault on the Sith embassy. From within the Sith Embassy. I have this data pad that proved that Sith are up to no good. Let's just jump right to that. Literally, that's all you have to do. That's all you have to do. Literally, just give them that data pad and you're done. That's all you have to do, seriously. Yes! We are innocent. That's literally all you had to do, is just show them that one data pad. So if you didn't get that data pad, then I'm sorry, but you're screwed. But you should have got the data pad. Okay, I'm a little bit fed up with having Canderous in our party. I'm gonna have Bastila in again. Oh no, or Zalbar. Yeah, well, let's have Bastila in for a bit. Because it's been a while since we had Bastila about. Take that and take that and take that. And take that. No, keep that because it improves your will as well. Oh, I need to level you up, don't I? Skills. So since I leveled up, I'm going to do something that I haven't really done before. I'm going to cycle through all of my party members and see if I can talk to them now that I've leveled up. So we'll start with Jolie. You mentioned something about your wife before.
I don't want to talk about that.
Sorry, maybe we can talk about it later.
Maybe, but I doubt it. I'm made stubborn that way. Got something on.
Let's try again. I don't mean to pry, but...
Yes, you do. You may mean well enough, but my private affairs are just that. Private. Let me tell you something. Once you've lived as many years as I have, you'll have yourself a long list of memories. If you're lucky, most of them will be good. If you're not, some will be bad. If you're really unlucky, some will be so bad you'll never want to be reminded of them again, ever. You'll go far away to a place that doesn't hold any memories at all. And there you'll be happy just to forget and be forgotten.
Is that why you went to Kashyyyk?
Partly, maybe. I doubt I could ever explain it to you fully, even if I wanted to. Let me ask you this. Have you ever been in love? Truly in love, I mean, and not simple infatuation.
Well...
Exactly. You're still at the beginning of your life. There will be women in your life. Perhaps many women. But if you're fortunate, you'll find love once. The Jedi, with their damnable sense of over-caution, would tell you love is something to avoid. Thankfully, anyone who's even partially alive knows that's not true.
That's what I've always thought.
Love doesn't lead to the dark side. Passion can lead to rage and fear, and can be controlled. But passion is not the same thing as love. Controlling your passions while being in love, that's what they should teach you to beware. But love itself will save you, not condemn you. Listen to me go on as if I had all the answers. What do I know of love anymore? I'm just a lonely old man who's not even a Jedi.
No. I want to hear what you have to say.
You do you? I wouldn't listen too closely. I'm no authority on anything. I just think that the greatest things in life shouldn't be avoided because they come with a few complications. Love causes pain, certainly. Inevitably, love is going to lead to as much sorrow and regret as it does joy. I suppose there are perfect, eternal loves out there, but I haven't seen any. And how do you deal with the bad part of love is what determines your character. What determines the dark side's hold over you.
So, you don't think love can work?
I suppose it could. It would take a strong person to make that kind of commitment, I think. Someone with a great sense of self. I'll tell you one thing. Sometimes, no matter how hard you try, you and the one you love simply aren't meant to be together. The trick is to know when that is. To know when it's time to fight and when it's time to part ways. There I go, waxing philosophical again. Somebody blast me already. Let's get going before I start talking in riddles, damn it.
So, we learned some stuff about Jolie there. Talked a little bit about his wife and why I didn't agree with the Jedi credo that love should be forbidden. I do not agree with the idea that love should be forbidden. Hey, if love wasn't forbidden, then we would not have had Darth Vader. Let's just face it. Let's just face that fact. If love was not forbidden by the Jedi, then Anakin and Padme would have had no cause to sneak about, and then we would not have had Darth Vader. Would not have happened. Simple. Just simple. So is there anything else we can say to you? Probably not. So let's check in with Bastila.
How can I help?
I like to talk about what you said before about giving in to your emotions.
Yes, I did end that quite abruptly, didn't I? Perhaps a master could have addressed my questions with the proper wisdom, but I never should have brought it up here. Not with you. Part of my purpose on this mission was to guide you in the way of the light, to help you avoid the temptations of the dark side. But I fear I've failed in that task. I don't think I'm the proper Jedi to guide you. I am no master. You should have remained with the Council.
Why do you... No, I disagree.
Perhaps you're not being truly objective then. There's no need to spare my feelings on this point. The fact of the matter is I have never possessed much skill at controlling myself. With the bond that joins us, it seems I have even less. You have maintained the path of the light side, but it has been in spite of my influence, not because of it. It's increasingly obvious I am unable to guide you properly.
You're doing your best, I'm sure.
That's kind of you to say, but I think the evidence speaks for itself. I think I may have made a very big mistake. I simply hope that you are not the one who pays the price, ultimately, for the fact that I can't help you enough.
Maybe we could help each other.
That's a kinder response than I deserve, and I can see there is wisdom in your words. You continue to be there for me, don't you? Even after I keep pushing you away, you're still around when I need you most. You're like no man I've known before, and you're nothing like what I expected you to be after the Council sent us on this mission together.
We're made for each other, Bastila. You have to see that.
I need time to think about all this. They're not going as I thought they would. We should continue on with our mission for now.
Bastila's doubts about where Bells continues to go. She's actually afraid she may not be a detriment to your development as a Jedi.
How can I help?
Okay,
Can I suggest?
so nothing for now, but I want to swap you out, Bastila, for Canderous. Okay, Canderous, you got anything for me?
Yeah, what do you want?
No, you've got nothing for me. Okay. Karth, I don't think you'll have anything for me, Karth, but let's check.
What do you need?
Do you want to talk?
Talk about what? The only thing I want to do right now, I'll understand if we...
Nope. Karth has got nothing. Okie dokie. What about HK? Oh, you can level up, so I might as well level you up while I've got you here. Skills, repair and security.
Statement.
Let's try restoring some of your memory since I've leveled up a couple of times since the last time.
Statement. And now rewire
Done.
the last 3 relays. Yes, good. Well done, Master. Access complete. I have accessed information on my owner prior to the Senator, Master. Most unexpected.
What now?
Answer. It appears that previous to my ownership by the Senator, I was the property of one Bochaba the Hutt on the planet Slaheron.
And what gangster gruesome fate awaited him?
Objection. That is unfair, Master. While Bochaba may have died gruesomely, I most certainly had nothing to do with it. Well, very little. My memories tell me that, for a time, Bochaba was one of the most feared gangsters on Slaheron. I helped him with this reputation greatly. Over a span of 1 year, I terminated a grand total of
And so what happened to stop that?
It was unfortunate but inevitable that eventually Bochaba would overstep his bounds. I had just cleared 2 Hutt households when the exchange retaliated. Statement. I was not even present when my old master was assassinated. I did appreciate the artistry behind his demise upon my return, however.
How was he killed?
Answer. Allow me to say that I have little doubt that residents of that sector were fishing pieces of Bochaba out of their soup for weeks afterward. At any rate, I quickly shut down upon my master's death. The rival Hutt claimed me along with my master's other possessions. Observation. If that Hutt had only known my true function, he surely would not have sold me to a senator he bribed regularly.
You would have preferred to stay on Salhero?
Observation. It would have suited my character, Master. I have enjoyed my existence since, more or less, so I do not miss it.
Do you remember anything else?
Answer. Negative, Master. There is, as well I believe I can restore several programs the Hutt installed to improve my performance. Yes, they are now active, contemplative. I wonder how many more dead masters I might have out there. A droid can live for a long time, you know.
Now regenerate, that's awesome. So we've got more for HK, we've got more stuff to unlock for him, but probably not until I level up a few more times. So let's try Juhani, is the only one we've got left. And obviously we've got to level Juhani up, so awareness. No. And for powers, I don't really care. You gotta be shock. Wonder if you could talk.
What is it you would like?
What happened after your father died?
After my father died, my mother was left to support me alone. A single non-human woman, living in one of the worst, most violent slums on Taris. It was not easy for her.
Well, how so?
When my father was killed, it seemed that something in her began to die as well. She worked as hard as she was able. But over time, she began to waste away. I later learned that she was unable to get enough money to feed both of us, and had to start borrowing from the exchange, a band of cutthroats and smugglers. But even that was not enough. She hid what she was doing from me. She gave most of her food to me so that I would be strong, but she herself was suffering deeply from it. In the end, she could go on no longer, and collapsed at the cantina where she worked one day.
Sure, did she die?
She never recovered. There was nothing really that I could do for her. She left me no money, and no doctor would see her without being paid first. I sat by her bed for days as she lay there dying. I never want that to happen to someone I care about ever again. But there was still the money she had borrowed. She had never paid it back and made no provisions for her death. You must understand. The exchange is brutal. They care nothing for the life of a sentient being. They are the major suppliers of slaves on Taris.
You were enslaved?
They thought it would be appropriate that, with my mother owing them money, the debt should be passed on to me. And with no way to pay, they took me by force. You have no idea what this is like to be bound like a beast and treated as such. It was the worst time of my life. They treated me like livestock. They were waiting for a buyer to give them some credit for me when the Jedi came to fight the Mandalorians.
And they freed you?
The Jedi could not abide by what they saw there, and drove the exchange from the face of the world, freeing those of us imprisoned there. But the Jedi soon left to fight their war, and I was left with a dream.
What did you do?
I swore that I would become a Jedi. As soon as I had enough money to do it, I bought passage on a freighter headed for Dantooine. But we both know what has happened since then.
Juhani?
I am grateful to you for having given me the opportunity to fulfill my dream, rather than become what I hated. Someday, I may make it up to you. But for now, let us keep on the task at hand.
Okay, so we've learned a lot about Juhani there. Learned that after her father dies, she may have stories to tell you, perhaps I should ask her later.
How many?
What if we could talk? Probably about nothing though.
Of course.
So I'm going to leave it as this party of Juhani and Jolie. So now let's go talk to Sunry and Alora and talk to them about the affair. We'll confirm it with Laura first.
I hear you've been a...
Was Sunry having an affair? Well, have this recording shown how Sunry killing Alyssa?
Lies. It must be.
I'll save him.
Find the real...
Oh, I just showed you a datapad recording.
What? Don't insult us both. Sunry is a just and honorable man. How dare you accuse him? Us. Of such a thing.
Now, Alora. We're not here to pass judgment, my dear. We do need to know everything if we're here to help, yes?
Yes. Yes, he was having an affair. He was seeing that Sith woman. After all these years we've been together, he just struck me like that. Not publicly, oh no. But inside, that's what it feels. I started seeing Alyssa last year. I had my suspicions for a while, but he was careless. Pretty soon everyone knew. But even though I'm sure that harlot was only using him, I know he couldn't have killed her. He came and confessed to the affair to me. He said he was going there to break it off, to end it. Maybe the Sith woman attacked him, and he had to defend himself. But even though he cheated on me, inside he's still the man I loved. He's too kind and gentle to have killed her in cold blood.
Well, I kind of have a recording that says otherwise, but okay, he is a soldier.
That was a long time ago.
I might not be so innocent.
It was all a plot.
It's possible. I haven't seen Sunry since I crashed on Kashyyyk. A man can change a lot in that time. The man I knew could never have done that.
Find the real evidence.
Well, I kind of have the real evidence. Sorry, but you don't like it, but tough luck. So let's talk about Sunny. We've got to clear some things up with him.
Soon, old friend. Oh, I grow weary of
Right, okay. There's a few things. There was a Rhodian who planted evidence in the murder scene.
Rhodian? I didn't know there were any Rhodians on Manan. Oh, except for Tyvark and this one named Glupar who's hanging around the hotel all the time. Okay, so maybe there are a whole bunch of Rhodians on Manan. But what does that matter? If he planted evidence at the scene, it's a clear sign of a frame-up. He probably took all the evidence of a Sith. Go ahead.
Uh-huh. I know you're guilty, Sunny. I've got the Republic's data recording.
So the truth is out. I never meant to kill her, you know. When I found out she was a Sith spy using me to gain information, something inside me just snapped. She didn't know I had found out. So I waited until she fell asleep. And then I killed her. Simple, really. But once I realized what I'd done, I panicked. I contacted those spies from the Republic to help me. They found the illegal monitoring device that the Sith had planted in the room, altered its recording to hide my part in it, and cleared up the evidence. I figured that was the end of it.
The Sith found out the truth, didn't they?
The Sith must have been spying on me and Alyssa, trying to make sure she wasn't a double agent. They must have seen the Republic spies getting rid of all the evidence. So they planted their own evidence. Alyssa must have stolen that hero's cross from me long ago and given it to her Sith masters like some kind of trophy. I just thought I'd misplaced it. But when the cross turned up on her body, I knew the Sith had put it there.
You're guilty, Sunny. Confess.
You think I'm some kind of monster, don't you? All I did was kill a Sith. How many Sith have you killed? Dozens? Hundreds? Thousands? That's different, Sunry, and you know it. We don't kill them in cold blood while they sleep. I don't see how the two of us are any different. She was a spy. She was using me to get information so Malak's army could destroy the Republic. She deserved his eye.
If you confess, the court might show mercy.
If I confess, I'm looking at 20 years in prison. And the Otto City officials might even place KOTOR sanctions on the Republic Embassy. Without KOTOR, how can we treat the injuries to our soldiers on the front lines?
These are just excuses, Sunny. We both know you have to own up to your crimes.
No, I can't do that. and put the Republic's supply of KOTOR in danger. No, I won't. Now look, I may have done something stupid. If you turn me in, the Republic will likely lose its Sunry, this is wrong and you know it. I am a Jedi. What is it that you expect me to do to defend? You do whatever you have to. No. I'll rot it. No.
Damn it! Maybe if I... When's the last time I saved? Oh, fake. Now I can't save. I should have saved. I should have force persuaded him. Damn it, I really should have force persuaded him. So, I'm going to save here. I'm going to try and go ahead because I've got everything I need for the trial. I'm going to try, and if I don't get the result, I'm going to reload and try again. Yep. Hopefully this works in my favour. Sunry's guilty of the murder. He has confessed to me.
No! You traitor!
Sunry, no!
I do.
No. I object. I am the victim of a conspiracy here.
So even if you try and get him to go guilty, he will claim conspiracy and the trial will proceed.
It is an honor to see justice served, and I will see Sunry is executed for the crime he has.
Obviously, if you give them the datapad, that immediately gets Sunry guilty.
The man I saw leaving, Sunry, probably left after I heard the blaster shot.
The guilt of the accused is apparent even this early in the trial.
Know your place, Sith. Okay, important evidence. Calling for witness. You can ask them questions. First question is Firth.
You are Firth Me, the well-known Pazak player. I wonder if we can trust the word of a gambler as reliable testimony.
Do not undermine the witness.
Of course, Your Honor. Firth Me, what did you see the night of the murder?
Well, I came out into the hallway after hearing the blaster shot and saw Sunry over there limping down the hall out of the building.
A very obvious point, Your Honors. The accused was seen leaving the scene of the crime after the blaster that killed Elassa was fired.
Very pertinent point. And now it's our turn to cross-examine. So we can say a number of things. Did you actually see the murder happen?
You mean actually see him kill her with my own eyes? Well, no, but I don't think there could have been anyone else there.
Your point is well taken. Was the murder left at the crime scene or not not a little too obvious?
I think it may have been. I mean, you'd have to be pretty stupid to leave something that important lying around, wouldn't you?
I don't think that one will actually work in your favour. Elassa is a dark Jedi, isn't she?
Yes, from what I could tell. She carried a lightsaber under that cloak of hers.
Objection! That doesn't prove she was a Jedi.
I think I'm going to leave that one. I'll go for it.
Well, he was moving pretty fast running away, but yeah, I mean, how could he kill a Sith warrior in combat? I don't know for sure.
Oh, some judges being kind of sassy. No additional questions. Yes. As long as you have only one that is against you. So 3 of them are indecisive. 4. 5. So none of them are sure. Here's Glupor.
Glupor the Rhodian, you were staying in the hotel the night of the murder and saw Sunry leaving Elassa's room, didn't you? This is clear then, that Sunry left the room with the Sith Elassa already dead behind him.
Okay. As the medical crimes seem a little too obvious. Odd indeed. Did you see Sunry kill Elassa? Do you really think a cripple? But the fact still remains. Did you plant the medal on Elassa?
Don't do it, Glupor. Lies! Slander! I object!
Oh, we just knocked the ball out of the park. I just pulled something else out of my controller, damn it. My already broken controller. No additional questions. And I was like, yes. No information, unsure, no information. One is with us, and another is with us. We're gonna win this. Calling out Elora.
You, Elora, are Sunry's lawful wife. Your husband was a hero in the last war between the Sith Empire and the Republic. He was crippled in that war. Do you not believe he'd blame the Sith for his injury?
Yes, I guess he would.
And there you have motive. Sunry seeks revenge on the Sith for what they did to him and killed Elassa.
We already know that, so there's no point of asking that. We've already made that point, but let's make it again.
He was a good man, but his injuries pained him terribly. But he always held on, always persevered. I don't think he could have beaten her or anything like that.
Was it true your husband was having an affair with Elassa?
Yes, it was true. He was having an affair with that Sith harlot.
It seems painfully obvious that he killed her to keep her quiet about the affair.
Be silent!
He'd been seeing her for some time, I think. But he said he was going to change. He'd gone there that night to end it. We talked the night before and he'd promised. But now things have become so very complicated.
Enlightening your evidence. So the main things are Dark Jedi, Glupor planted evidence, Elora admits to the affair. Those are the key things that you want to question. And I'm done. Yes. So we're winning so far.
I wish wish to call forth Sunry himself, Your Honors. Are you a war hero, Mr. Sunry? You fought in wars against the Sith Empire, correct?
Yes, that's right. And I don't regret it either. The Republic needs its heroes.
Indeed. Would you say that you dislike the Sith? Even hate them?
Of course I hate them. Trying to take over the galaxy every chance they get, killing millions of innocents?
Pure politics. Were you in Elassa's room on the night of the murder?
Well, yes, I was. I had been having an affair with Elassa and my wife, yes. But I realized how wrong I'd been, and I was going there to end it.
You were having an affair with a Sith. You wanted to end it quickly and quietly, so you killed her from behind and tried to flee.
No,
I think we can see the answer clear enough, Mr. Sunry.
Do you know what? This Sith guy just can't do anything. Said quite enough already, prosecutor. He sucks at this. I do. Elassa was a Sith spy, wasn't she?
Of course she was. Why would a young, beautiful Sith woman get with an old cripple like me?
How could Elassa have gotten a hold of your medal?
I don't know. The medal had gone missing some time ago. I never found out what happened to it. It's possible the Sith had stolen it and had it planted on the body.
Supposition, Your Honors?
You were going there to interfere with the Sith object.
Yes, I think they would. They wouldn't want to lose one of their sources, even though I didn't give them anything. They might have killed her for her failure. Or they might have thought she'd turn against them or something like that.
The Sith Empire is not the barbaric institution you portray it to be.
Nope, I'm done. Yes. Well, looks like we won.
I think the facts in this case are very straightforward. Sunry was having an affair with Elassa. He sought to end it, and the simplest, quickest method, given his hatred of the Sith, was to simply kill her. Witnesses saw Sunry fleeing the scene, and material evidence places him there at the time of the murder as well. I am confident that any
Okay. It's important to notice that... Well, obviously avoid that. No one actually witnessed the murder.
Well, that doesn't mean a thing. He was there, running from the room.
Forcibly objected. I'm not sure about that. Sunry was ending the affair, so the Sith killed her.
The Sith would not leave the medal of her killer clutched in her hand.
I thought you were going to eject him from the room. Elassa was a spy and the Sith were framing Sunry. Damn it. Cripple and couldn't have killed her. Ah, those two didn't go in my favour. But we'll see what we have. Innocent! Sunry's innocent, even though he is actually guilty.
Your Honors, no!
Oh, Sunry, I'm so glad.
Elora, we have done all we could for you, old friend.
Thank you for saving me. I don't know how I can repay you. Elora and I are going to leave here and get as far away from all this as soon as we can. I and the Republic will not forget what you've done for us. Thank you.
Well, that's Sunry's trial. It's all done. Who's this guy? Self-guard guard. Well, that's that. You've managed to convince the Selkath that he's innocent, even though he's literally not innocent. I wanted to talk to Jolie to see what he thought. What do you think of Sunry's verdict?
Innocent. I don't know what to make of it, to tell the truth. Do you think justice has been done?
No, not really.
But that has little to do with the law, doesn't it? Sad state of affairs, that. Too bad, really. Sunry was a good man once.
Well, I'm going to end this episode here. Thanks for watching this episode of Star Wars: The Republic, and I'll see you next time.